Chào các bạn, hôm nay mình sẽ hướng dẫn các bạn cách nghe một số câu khó ở trong bài My House. Chúng ta bắt đầu nhé.
My house. I live in a two-story house.
Như chúng ta đã biết từ trước thì đây nó sẽ là I live in a two-story house. Và mình sẽ đánh mã màu. Đây là dạng chức năng tính từ cho mình đánh mã màu xanh lá.
The bottom of the house is painted white. The upper part of the house is made of red brick.
Okay, it's made of red brick. Vậy red brick ở đây là chỉ chất liệu gạch đỏ. Vì vậy nó sẽ không có phải là từng viên gạch, cho nên sẽ không để số nhiều mà chỉ để số ít thôi.
The chimney is also made of red brick. If you go through the front door and turn right, you'll see the living room.
Đây mình sẽ nghe thấy là you'll see. Các bạn kiên nhẫn chờ cùng mình qua những cái đoạn mà bạn đã được nghe trước rồi nhé. You'll see.
The living room is very large and comfortable. There are easy chairs, a coffee table, and a sofa in there. I like to sit in there and relax.
Okay. And coffee. Ở đây sẽ là in there.
Next to the living room is the dining room.
Yeah, is the dining room. Dining chỉ có một âm n thôi vì nó xuất phát từ động từ dine. Dine ở đây là động từ bằng với ăn. Thế cho nên là khi mà cái phòng này ăn nó giống như là eating room thì mình sẽ bỏ cái chữ e này đi và thay bằng in, dining. So.
There are a dining table and chairs in there.
Đó, ở đây mình viết là bị thiếu mất cái a table đó. There are a dining table and chairs in there. Và như vậy sẽ trả lời được câu hỏi của bạn là sau are thì không cần nhất thiết phải đi với danh từ số nhiều mà có thể đi với danh từ số ít. As long as chừng nào mà cái are này nó là đại diện chia cho toàn bộ tân ngữ đằng sau. There are a dining table and chairs in there.
We use this room whenever we have visitors over for dinner.
Đây là một chỗ mà mình tự thấy nối âm đây. We have visitors over for dinner. Và ers này âm cuối là âm giờ cho nối sang thành over.
Beside the dining room is the kitchen. The kitchen has a stove and a refrigerator in it.
Ở đây đang là tính chất liệt kê và lần đầu tiên nhắc tới các cái hạng mục này. Vì vậy đây là a stove, tức là chưa xác định. Cũng không hẳn là chưa xác định, đúng là trong căn nhà thì nó là xác định rồi, nhưng đây lần đầu tiên nhắc tới cho nên vẫn dùng từ những lần tiếp theo cũng ở trong bài này chẳng hạn mà bạn muốn nhắc lại về cái đồ dùng đó thì bạn sẽ dùng the. Đây là a stove and a refrigerator in it.
There's also a kitchen table with some benches at it.
Rất giống như cái over kia thì đây mình có at it, tức là benches at it là những chiếc cái băng ở cái bàn đấy. It để thay cho cái table.
Most of the time, we eat in the kitchen.
Most of the time we eat in the kitchen.
Upstairs, there are 3 bedrooms. My parents' bedroom is very big. They have a large queen-sized bed in there.
They have a large. Okay, so here we have rồi này, large. Cần phải điền 3 từ đúng không? Queen size bed in there. Trong trường hợp này, đôi khi bạn sẽ thấy người ta có dấu dash là dấu gạch ngang, nhưng đôi khi cũng không có dấu gạch ngang, không cần thiết. Cái lý do mà ở phía trên này cần có dấu gạch ngang của cái two stories này là bởi lẽ bình thường nếu mà two mà đi với story thì phải số nhiều, two stories thì đấy là viết bình thường. Nhưng đây người ta đã bỏ cái số nhiều của cái stories này đi với mục đích là biến nó trở thành tính từ cho nên phải có gạch ngang. Vì thường hai từ này two và story số ít không thể đứng cạnh nhau được. Thế còn những cái kia large queen size thì vẫn đứng cạnh nhau bình thường, vì vậy vẫn sẽ không cần cái dấu gạch ngang đó.
And there are 2 closets for their clothes. My room is smaller. My room is painted pink, and I have ruffled curtains on the windows.
So here you can hear I have ruffled curtains. So it's easy for you to think it's only ruffle as an adjective, ruffle, like this. But then you can hear, if you hear it many times for only the ending of ruffle, you would hear ruffled. So it's, yes, it is ruffled. Nghĩa là được làm nhún, được làm chun chun lại. Ruffled curtains on the windows. So ruffled is an adjective. I color it green, and curtains is a noun. I color it blue. And how many ruffle? How many curtains? If there's only one curtain, you would have to use a ruffled curtain. But here you didn't hear a, and also you hear the link from curtains to on.
Curtains on the windows.
On the window. Yeah, you can hear that quite clear. On, yeah, on the window. Okay. Now, next one, I'm going to delete this part and we'll continue with the second part in this exercise. I think I'm gonna just quickly, okay, yeah, that's it. So this is part 1, right? We call it part 1. My house. And then we'll continue with part 2 now. Okay.
From my bedroom window, you can see the front yard.
From my bedroom window, you can see the front yard. Yeah.
There's a pine tree in the front yard.
There is a pine tree. There's a, so listen to, if you hear there is or there's.
There's a pine tree in the
Yeah, very quickly, right?
front yard. There's a pine tree in the front yard. There's a pine tree in the front yard.
I think
my brother's bedroom is painted blue.
So it's there is a pine tree. It should be there is a pine tree in the front yard. And then my bedroom, my brother's bedroom, yeah.
He has blinds on the windows.
He has blinds. So again, blind is a cái mảnh, right? So if so maybe he has many blinds on the windows, and we can't hear an or the before that, and we hear z.
He has blinds on the window.
Blinds on the windows.
He has a bunk bed in his room.
He has a bunk bed. He has a. It's easy for you to hear has the, but it's a. This is the first time we talk about this bunk bed. So yes, he has a bunk bed in his room.
If he has a friend stay over.
Okay.
One of them.
So all of you has written friends. But if it's a friend, then only one friend comes over, cannot be one of them can sleep on. So maybe many friends. And friends here has a stay after that, right? So we can't hear friends. Again.
If he has a friend stay over.
Yeah. So
one of
that's one way is a friend. Another way is friends in plural form, but there will be any here.
Them can sleep on the top bunk.
So them refers to the brother and the friend, becomes them. So one of them, maybe the brother sleeps on the bunk bed, on the top bunk, and the friend sleeps on the second bunk or on the bottom bunk.
Sleep on the top bunk, and the other can sleep on the bottom bunk.
Oh, exactly. So now why do we have to say the? Sleep on the top bunk and sleep on the bottom bunk. Because the bed is definite, is xác định already. So then the top bunk and the bottom bunk is also definite because the bed is mentioned before.
You can see the backyard from his bedroom window.
Yeah.
There are rose bushes and a picnic table.
There are rose bushes. So here there are rose. So we don't see any and the before rose. So we think after that it has to be a plural noun. So bushes, that's right, is plural noun. We don't hear any and.
In the backyard. There is also a white fence that has
There's also a white fence. Um, and as you can see, there's and there are three lines here. There's also, so it means the verb here is only one. So referring to the white fence, only one fence. And this fence has a gate in it. So it's kind of like this, the fence here. And then in the middle of the fence, there's a gate to open. So that's why it said has a gate in it. Yeah.
Has a gate in it. In the basement.
Can you listen if it's not in our basement? I think it's in the basement.
In the basement.
In the basement. So sorry for this one. You should write again, in the basement. And here, not a, but it had to be the basement.
There is a recreation room.
There is
a recreation room.
Here it's a, but it sounds a lot like the, because this is the first time we talk about creation room. Recreation room. This is the first time we talk about it. And so it's a, but then there's a link between is and then a, and it sounds like the. So if it the, za, it's different.
This is where we watch television and have friends over to visit.
Watch television and have friends over to visit. So it's like visitors over, and here we have friends over. Oh, no, sorry, just friends over to visit.
The laundry room is also in the basement. There's a washing machine and a dryer in there. Beside our house is a
and the dryer. So is it the dryer or a dryer?
Beside our house is a garage.
Listen again.
There's a washing machine and a dryer in there.
And the dryer. So you can see it very clear that there's a link, the sound link from and to and becomes and the dryer in there.
Beside our house is a garage.
Yeah.
We keep the car in the garage whenever the weather is bad. Our house is just the right size for our family.
Yeah, it's just the right size for our family. So it cannot be un or a. So un is not because right starts with the consonant, but cannot be a because the right size, only one size can be right. Many other sizes are wrong size for the family, but this house is the right size. So for right size, the article has to be the, to be definite, to be only one. So we know, when do we use a? So now just review a little bit. We use a or un when this is the first time. Okay, first time. Number one, it's the first time. So here we can see there's a recreation room, there's a dryer. The first time talking about it. The second way to use a un is when we don't know the exact one. We just know, oh, there's a book on the bookshelf. There's one book on the bookshelf that I really like. But I don't know the book, just a book. Number three is when this is a singular noun, and to symbolize, to represent the whole, so it means to talk about general talk. So for example, a book is good. A good cup of coffee is good for now, for example. So it's like women are good. A woman is good. Yeah, like that. But you don't want to talk about the whole plural, sorry, like the whole thing like this, but you talk about one as a representation, yeah, as a symbol of the whole, then you can use this. A cat is good for the house. A good book can help you to overcome hard times like that. And when we use the, definitely we use the when you can use the for one noun or many nouns, and the means definite. Yeah, it's mean definite. Everyone knows, or you know, at least you as the person who speaks know which one that is. Or number two, when we talk about the only, if it's the only in the world or in the family or in the group that you're talking about, like the right size, only one size can be right, then yeah, it's the. Um, yeah, and when it's mentioned before, if the information is mentioned already, then we use the to repeat that thing. Okay, so I hope that this will help you to use articles and nouns in the right way. Thank you.